Right, we apologize for those technical difficulties there. We just had an error on the side of our cameraman, but all is well over in the RTE studio that we have. Uh, yes, the match will be beginning very shortly, so we are just
It
going to
just
get our
started.
cameras. It has started, in fact. Yes, we will now be showing footage of the match. We do apologize again for those technical difficulties on our side. We are now going to be watching the match between Brazil and Colombia here. We will be keeping a score at the top of the screen as uh, as this goes on. But yes, Dorian, do we have any immediate developments on the ground?
For the moment, it is 1-1. One kill for the Brazilians and one kill for the Colombians. At least from what I can see. I'm going to try and track them all with a special command, which is called track all. So we have some heavy combats in the middle of the city between the Colombians and the Brazilians. For the moment, it looks like no one is taking over from one another. Unfortunately, you're not in game, which would have been interesting. But it appears that the kills are not moving. Perhaps the game is having some technical. Oh, never mind. So,
Right.
from what we're seeing, Colombia is actually taking over with one kill, 2 kills. Oh wow! Okay, it's
Already going up.
It's already going up. So we have 3 kills for Colombia, 2 kills for Brazil. Right now, it's mainly happening in the center of the city.
Yeah, we have a nice little sandcastle there within the city as well. Good to see all that.
And now they're back to 3-3. 3 keys on both sides. Looks like they can't actually get a hold of each other. Quite entertaining. Oh, finally. And Brazil like 2 kills. 3 kills. 3 kills more. Now they're taking over. They might be on a winning streak.
Very interesting on their part. There's another murder there that we've just seen live. We're going to be seeing a lot more scenes like that, I think. Lots more happening there.
I am just I'm trying to see what's going on.
Yep. We have buildings, of course, being used as a bit of shielding to attack other opponents here.
It's the main principle of this map. It's purely urban combat. And as we can see, perhaps the Colombians can come back and go back to 7-7. Yes, they are. They're back to 7-7. So this, as I predicted, it's going to be a tight match. But from what I can see for the moment, especially knowing that this is a Brazilian map, and the Brazilians might have the advantage.
Oh, for certain, yes. They will have probably memorized the map, or at least they would definitely have had experience on this map, which does give them a bit of a home advantage here.
For the moment, the results are going. Oh well, actually, Brazil just came back, and it's back to 8-8.
Still looking even on both sides here. A little bit of street fighting.
9-9, yeah, mainly street fighting. They need, whatever team it is, they need to find a stronghold to manage and manage to get some kills, because it's not by rushing into the enemy that they're going to get anything. Oh, 10-10.
Right.
And we have the Colombians getting in, building ST-18. They're actually facing the Brazilians, which are on the other side of the road, near the hospital.
I wonder if using a hospital as shielding during the war games is technically a war crime. Would you say it is, Dorian?
Well, technically it is, but right now it isn't. Everything can be used, especially when the hospital was abandoned. I mean, look at this. Oh wow, okay, so this is a very tight match. It's going to take some time to finally find out a winner, because it's still a 13-11. 13-11.
Just to quickly ask, what is the win condition in this match specifically? What's the lucky number for victory here?
The first team to reach 120 kills are the winners, and we'll move on to the next round. For the moment, it looks like the Brazilians are getting closer and closer to that, because they have 7 kills in advance on the Colombians. They are taking over. They are absolutely crushing them. Oh, actually, Colombia might be coming back. 18-13.
Looking at 18-13 here. 18 in favour of Brazil. 14 now. Oh, bloody hell. Brazil definitely getting an upper hand here, then. We have someone prone there, or dead. One or the other. Maybe both, perhaps.
19-14, 20-14. Hey, looks like they managed to get an assault somewhere. Probably on the roofs. Yeah, they're using the roofs. The roofs are actually important. And as you can see, the tallest building is going to be the main objective. Because by having the tallest building, you have an overview over the whole city, which truly gives an advantage to whatever team manages to get there.
Yeah, certainly having the high ground is an advantage. I think many people learned that lesson from Star Wars, that having the high ground is vital in combat. But we are about 6 minutes, 30 seconds in now, just about, and it does look like the Brazilians still have a lead, and they are...
They do by almost 10 kills. They have the lead by almost 10 kills. It's 23-14, and now it's 24-14. They have a 10 kills lead. Wow.
Bloody hell. 10 kills.
That's usually where because once an opponent finally gets an advantage, we're going to end up with the other team trying to crawl back and get as many kills as they can to come back into the match. And for the moment, looks like the Brazilians are taking a huge advantage by 11 kills. No, actually 13 kills. Oh my god, it's going up again. 14 kills. 40 kills, they're leading.
We have one of the sides going on the offensive here. Very bad at recognizing uniforms. How's the score looking right now, Dorian?
31-17. 33-17. 2 kills made by the Brazilians.
Quite an advantage that the Brazilians are developing here. Quite early on into the match, only 7 minutes in so far.
The referee intervenes and reminds the players that spawn killing is prohibited. Perhaps
yes, do not spawn kill, ladies and gentlemen. Do not spawn kill.
Especially no, actually I won't say that here. Perhaps he's going to get us banned from YouTube. But you know what I was about to say. If you
I was also going to say a controversial comment, but I stopped myself short because I also do not want to get banned.
The Brazilians on the one of the highest buildings in the middle of the town, next to the hospital ST-33. They have the high ground. They're on the tallest building, and they are fully understanding what it's like to have the high ground. Because right now they're making a lot of kills from that. Really.
We should probably get a shot of what's the name of the building again? ST-33, was it?
It was ST-33, yes, indeed. But the building the Brazilians are on is the ST-19. ST-19 next to the ST-33. And the Brazilians are mostly playing on the roofs, and they are leading by far. They're leading by 18 kills, therefore the score is 38-20.
That is quite a lead. Imagine if that lead gets over 20, they get like a 20 kill lead here, and then, I mean, I think that's going to be
Usually the game is over, but nothing's impossible.
Yeah. We have been instructed not to show footage constantly of one side. We're going to try and identify uniforms and try spread it a little bit equally here. Yes, we will try and do that in future. But yes, we will just show a bit of footage here of the general area and see if we come across anything. It seems that this side of the map is quiet. Do we have an update on the score at all?
Ooh, okay, so one Brazilian got shot down on the roof of ST19. The score is 42-22. They have a 20 kills lead. The Brazilians are absolutely smashing this. And now we have one more kill for Brazilians.
Yes, we have some footage of the rooftops there. We should probably go over to the largest building, the one that you mentioned earlier, Dorian.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one on the rooftop.
All right. Isn't there another one that's taller?
The other one that's taller is unfortunately on the edge of the map, therefore it's not that useful. But it can still be useful if they are entrenched in that one corner. Down below, next to ST18, we can see some Brazilians getting in the buildings to try and get more kills. But for the moment, well, they did get more kills. We are at 45-23. The Brazilians are truly taking the lead. We might, I might pronounce myself very early, but we might have a winner. Usually when it goes by 30 kills advance...
You never know, there could be a turnaround. I
mean, it could be a PSG Barcelona, but
let's not go there, Dorian.
No, sorry, I am traumatized from that.
Do not. The one thing I hate personally, going very off topic here, is I've not been teased yet about the West Ham Newcastle match. I've not been teased yet, thankfully. But anyway.
The Colombians are managing to get some kills. They truly are managing to get some kills, and I believe they're adapting their strategies, because we've seen a higher number of kills being done by the Colombians in the last few seconds. Right now, we're now at 51-27, and 51-28. The Colombians may be coming back. You may be right.
I mean, turnarounds can always happen and stuff like this. You never know. It could always be possible. But yes, we do have some very urban fighting happen here between both sides. Very interesting scenes, I will say. It's very interesting to see how they use the landscape to their advantage. It sounds nerdy. It is nerdy, but it's very interesting to see that. But yes, Dorian, do we have an update on the score? Do we have an update on the ground at all? Any updates?
On the score, actually, the Colombians are almost back at 30 kills, which means that they would be only 20 kills away from the Brazilians. They are managing to come back, and that is 30 kills. So it's 52-30, so 52 for Brazil and 30 for the Colombians.
Very interesting. They are trying to thin the gap, reduce the gap there, and try get back in the game. But yes, we do have them again using buildings here to their advantage. I believe they did just get rampaged there by, I think, the Brazilian operative. As I believe, I'm trying to keep track of the uniforms and trying to memorize them, which I'm not personally very good at. But yes, we do have more fighting happening here. Now street fighting, as we can see here. Could this be Brazil going on the counter-attack? Who knows? But these are the scenes that we are seeing here. We'll of course make sure to keep this.
The score is 59-31. The Brazilians are once again managing to get some kills. and now it's 60-31. They're almost back at their 30 kills advance, 30 kills lead by the Brazilians. The Colombians had done a good counter-offensive, but unfortunately they couldn't keep it up. And now they're being overwhelmed once again by the Brazilian forces.
We have quite a duel happening here between two members on both sides. One member on each side here. I think his friend is coming in to help here. That fight just got settled.
And he's dead. He's dead.
That was quite a long duel. That lasted for a good 2 minutes.
That was a good one. So we are at 63-32.
Yes, it does seem like Brazil are getting back their very, very large.
Wow,
30 kills.
67-32. That is very impressive. And it looks like, for the moment, the man of the match might be Rafa. Rafa BR958, who's having a KDR of 18 kills with 5 wipeouts. That is impressive.
Yeah, we have bodies just littering the ground here. A sight that we see very commonly back home in Ireland, especially during certain New Year uprisings. But yes, there's a lot more bodies here though than in back home. But we do have Brazil going on an advance here.
Small update. The score is 71-33. And honestly, right now, unless a miracle happens, Colombia is down. We never know for our spectators. You might come back. You can always believe in your team. There might be... Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It already happened. It may happen.
Yep. If you are supportive of the Colombian side, just remember... I was sat in my seat watching the West Ham versus Newcastle game, hoping for a comeback from my great team, West Ham. And while it didn't ever happen... Yes, I'm going off topic on purpose. I must fill the time, Dorian. I must fill the time. But yes, do keep rooting for your team. Again, comebacks happen. They always happen. Or can happen.
Offensive by the Brazilians, 77-34. Brazilians are, unfortunately for the Colombians, leading by a lot.
That is about a 40-kill lead there, I think.
79-35, that is the score.
Ooh. That is quite a lead. And just a reminder to our viewers, the lucky number here that one of the teams has to get to is 120. This isn't like darts. It's not going to be 180, so I can yell that at the end of the stream. Sadly not. But it is 120 that one of the teams has to reach by the end of this. And it looks like Brazil are right on their way.
And we have... Now the score is 83-37, but the players are claiming that the Brazilians are spawn killing. So I believe the referee is going to be intervening to check what is going on.
For reference, we personally don't know where the spawns are. I don't remember where they are. Dorian, of course, does know.
Sides. So you have one on the other side of the city. It's on the main road. You have a main road that goes into the Neverland, literally nothingness, towards the mountain, and that is where the spawns are, on each side of the map.
Makes sense. But yes, we do. The goal to win is 20. Just a quick
120,
reminder.
And right now the score is 85-38.
And the lucky number they have to get, 120. So what's the score right now, Dorian, again, for our viewers' convenience?
86-38. Unfortunately, for any Colombians, Brazilians are taking the lead as predicted by me. But the Colombians might be doing a counter-attack. They have 39 kills now. They might be able to go up to 40. But no, the Brazilians are pushing it back. and we're now at 88-39. 88-39.
88-39. I mean, that's a firm lead, if I undoubtedly. I don't think Colombia are coming back with a lead like that.
30 kills left, and the Brazilians will be the winner and will be moving on to the quarterfinals.
I think unless Colombia pull a bit of a Hail Mary here with their special forces, I don't think they're going to be able to come back from this. I mean, that is a gap of about 50 kills. They will have to somehow make up for all those losses and somehow pull 50 kills out to get back into the game here. But yes, speaking of comebacks, we would like here at RT to wish our viewers a good Friday and a happy Easter as well in advance.
So we're watching people kill each other, and we're just wishing our spectators a happy Easter and happy Friday.
It's the best time to do it, Dorian. How is the score looking?
Like,
let's quickly check.
No, listen. This feels like how BBC handled the Middletown fight. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. We're not having our tank stolen.
The score is 100-41. 100-41, and now our man of the match. It's between Rafa BR958 and Klux C_Lukes, who has 21 kills and 4 wipeouts. So that is a very good KDR. For a moment, he's our man of the match.
But Brazil are within 20 kills here of the victory, whereas Colombia are about 80 kills away from that. It's safe to say that Brazil are very close to their victory to proceed on.
Very close to victory indeed. They are now at 102-44. Colombia is desperately trying to get some kills, but they truly are struggling. Some of the players of Colombia are complaining about lags. Some of the players of Colombia are actually requesting a Noto win, even though I doubt the referees are going to request such a thing. I mean, are going to go for such a thing, which it would be very controversial, and I know the organizers really do not want to deal with any kind of drama related to this event.
At the end of the day, good sportsmanship and good wishes are something that's very integral to any sport or game.
Let's not be the French people when we lost the World Cup.
Let's not talk about that, Dorian.
108-46. Brazilians are 12 kills away from winning.
Very close. Brazil.
Exactly.
45 or 46 now. Blimey.
We're now something.
Let's see though if they clinch this victory
and
in the next
now
3 minutes.
110-44, because probably one of the Colombian players might have left, so the kills have disappeared. But for the moment, the Brazilians are leading, and 10 more kills, and they will be the winners.
10 more kills. Let's see if they can get these in the next 2 minutes, because that would mean they would be getting this in 25 minutes, which it'll be very interesting to keep a record and to see who finishes games quickest. That'll be very good to see over the next few games. See who wins the fastest.
It's slow, but 9 more kills, and Brazilians will be the winners.
We do see again some more attacks happening there between streets and between buildings.
The chat is going a little bit crazy now. Every players are chatting to each other, and I guess they are teasing each other, or they're just being mad. I mean, look, it is to be expected. It's sports. So it is to be expected. We have a bruh in the chat, but anyway. The score is 113-45. So Oh, actually, it's 115 to 45, and 5 more kills, and the Brazilians will be the winners.
So yes, they will probably be able to get this in the next minute, and then that will be under 25 minutes.
116 to 47. They close 117 to 47. And now they're assaulting the last building where the last Colombian soldiers are.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that it's a done deal for the Colombians.
Done deal.
A valiant effort, to say the least, but clearly not enough.
One more kill, and the Brazilians are the winners.
And let's see if we can capture the kill.
The winners. The final score is 120 to 47.
And that is it. That is in 24 minutes, 39 seconds. That is decided. Brazil has come out on top in this match. Colombia defeated by the Brazilian horde. Brazil will move on to the next match, where they'll be up against, I believe, either Sweden or Syria in the quarterfinals. That will be taking place at a date that we do not yet know. But going into post-match analysis and to just see if there's any appeals made or anything of that, Dorian, what's your evaluation of this match? What's your any final comments? Any final analysis here?
Well, it started quite well because we had a very tight match where the Colombians were actually starting to get some distance with the Brazilians, but suddenly the Brazilians seem to have woken up and they absolutely destroyed the Colombians, whether it was through the buildings, and the Brazilians managed to get the they conquered the roofs. The main objective was the roofs, and they won because they took the roofs. And we've seen it on multiple occasions during the raid. If you have the high ground, you're the winner. And this is the proof. By the way, we're going to announce our man of the match. Man of the match is Rafa. Yes.
Yes, we will bring to our viewers in just a second the man of the match and the statistics breakdown, hopefully. We're just going to make sure that we can get these statistics over here just so we can display them on your screens for you, the viewers, to see. But in the meantime, before we bring those statistics up, just to repeat for those joining us now, Brazil have proceeded to the second round of the United Nations WarGames with 122 kills, 2 kills over the 120 kill quota that they would need to win the match. Colombia on 47 kills. Quite a match. Brazil dominating throughout. A very equal start between the two sides, but Brazil clearly establishing a lead and making that lead larger and larger as time went on to give the Colombian team quite a walloping there. But Brazil will proceed to the second round, where they will be up against Sweden or Syria, depending on who wins.
Wait, I'm going to check. Actually, I'm going to check just to make sure, because you might be wrong here.
Yeah, it might be. It could be Japan or Netherlands, or would that be France?
No, absolutely not. Let me give you the results. Brazil is going to be up against New Zealand. Actually,
New Zealand, okay.
New Zealand moved on against India because India pulled out. Therefore, it's going to be Brazil, New Zealand for the next match. It's going to be very interesting seeing a Commonwealth nation against Brazil once again. Before it was the United Kingdom, but now that the United Kingdom has a very weakened team, we might see Brazil once again coming out as the winner.
But, well, I just got fact-checked live on air there, but you heard it. That, of course, I was wrong, that Brazil would be up against Sweden or Syria. They are actually up against New Zealand next. A battle between those two countries will happen at a later date, but we do have the UN man of the match here. I'll pass that over to you, Dorian, to discuss.
Man of the match is Rafa Bior, who has done quite a good match. 27 kills, 5 deaths. To be honest, it's a very good KDR. He was one of his teammates was actually catching up. It was almost beaten him, but at the end of the game managed to get 3-4 more kills that finally decided of his fate. He's the man of the match. He's the one who has done the most kills, and to be honest, he's probably one of the most important players of the Brazilian team.
Well, thank you very much, Dorian, for that. I believe that is going to be all of our coverage. Do you have any final comments before we tune out?
Absolutely not. But wait, one thing actually. Please make sure to come and watch France-Turkmenistan tomorrow. Allez les Bleus! Let's go France! And
thank you very much. Well, that has been Brazil versus Colombia. Brazil proceeding to the second round there, and Colombia being ultimately defeated. 122 kills to 47, I believe. We do have matches coming up. I believe we've got the League of Ireland ones on the screen there for some reason. But that is all right. The current fixtures for the remainder of this weekend, we have France versus Turkmenistan, as Dorian mentioned, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European Standard Time, 7 p.m. British Summer Time. Also on Saturday, we have Sweden versus Syria. That's going to be on at 10 p.m. Central European Standard Time.
And actually, at the same time as France-Turkmenistan, we have Palestine, Mexico.
Yes, at the same time tomorrow, that is going to be happening as well. Once again, 7 p.m. British Summer Time. Sweden versus Syria, again, Saturday as well, at 10 p.m. CEST. I'm not going to keep saying the full thing. And at 9 p.m. BST as well, just for the time zone conversions there. And Japan versus the Netherlands will be taking place on Sunday at 7 p.m. CEST and 6 p.m. BST. Those are the fixtures for the weekend ahead. This has been RTE's coverage of the United Nations WarGames. I've been your host, Dean O'Connor, and Dorian Arco has been commentator. I'd also like to thank Franny12 for being our cameraman and the help of Jamie as well. This has been RTE's coverage of the United Nations WarGames. I wish you all good night, and I bid you all farewell.